on this amazing event day. It's 7/7 at 7 o'clock Central Time, and it is something special, 7/7/7, to bring out our love and our passion that we've been working on for over a year now. Version 2, though, is just so good that we can't wait to bring it to you guys. And so, number one, thank you for taking time on a Sunday night. It's tough to do them on Sunday night, but there was something special about 7/7/7 for me. I just wanted to make sure that we were able to do something. We launched originally on 11/11, but 7/7 at 7 just was feeling perfect. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I'm super excited about today. I know that you guys are super excited. If you have just started to use Ruby, then you're going to get the benefits of insane AI in one location. But if you have been on Ruby, for the last year, you've enjoyed a great product that was still understanding the way and leading the XO AI, or the experience optimization of AI, from the very beginning. But AI moves so fast that within 6 months, we are already releasing version 2. And it has 100 times more power than our current version. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So most of you guys know who I am already, but my name is Robert Sacco. I am the founder of RUBI AI. I'm a co-founder with Flex, which is the opportunity that we have started so that everybody can be a part of the AI revolution. They can make a business with it. And my partner, Dan Putnam, and I believe that we have a product that's going to bring millions of people into a business that you all can participate in. And when we made the choice, literally decided not to just go straight to target market, but to bring it in and go into the network marketing space, where we could accomplish 2 major goals. One, we could break down the stigma that AI might have had at the very beginning, and we could break into different places like, a generation that hasn't ever thought of it, like my generation. I'm 54 years old. Because of my industry, I'm obviously there, but most people in my age don't have a clue what AI can do for them. And it's not just about running a business; it's about everyday life. It involved itself in everything that we do. And so we built this product, and today is the day we get to do it. Now, let's give a quick comparison between version 1 and version 2. And by the way, version 1 was powerful in its own right. And in a way that you learned to use version 1, it was a game changer. It did save you a ton of time. It helped you create unbelievable content. But when you look at what it is compared to what we have today, it's not even close. Because there's nothing close. In the world of AI right now, there is nothing close to what you're getting today in version 2 of RUBI AI. So let's just start by going through the list a little bit. So we had in RUBI 1, we had our Chat GPT 3.5 that ran Ask RUBI. And it was great at the time. It's fast. It's pretty reliable for the time. But today we're bringing out IntelliChat. And what is IntelliChat? Well, IntelliChat is taking the world's largest and best conversational chat platforms and bringing them all together. And it's amazing what it can do. And we'll go through some of that. We have our completion modules. They're actually not called completion modules on this one. It's actually called continuation. But we had completion modules, so you didn't have to be a prompt engineer. You can literally just get in, choose a module, fill in the blanks, check boxes, drop downs, and out came an incredible response. But that's where it ended. And today we have continuation modules that go into a chat, and you can continue to keep building upon them and asking them more questions to deliver even further. We talked about SPY, which is the way to keep your content unique, and you will know if you're going to be flagged by AI detection software. You have a ghost, which humanizes the content, puts underneath of it. And then we're going to show you about Personify tonight. That's going to blow your mind because it is a game changer for setting up your target audiences. The one thing that people do 90% of the time in marketing is they create all this effort and time into content that doesn't convert. It just doesn't do anything because you're not talking to the right target audience. You're not talking it in the way that they need to hear it to actually engage and convert. And Personify is the game changer when it comes to that. And then we're going to talk about our virtual studio, which is the best creative studio to go out and create unbelievable multimedia content from image, voice, music, video. It's incredible. So let's get started down the first path. Let's talk about IntelliChat. Now, for some people, this is the game changer. This is the one that will change your world. And let me just tell you, it's the one that changes my world. Like, this is unbelievable what we can do. So let's break down. First of all, we bring in all the big chats under one roof. So GPT-3.5 for Omni. So here, command and command minus R. I'm going to walk through some of these. If you've never heard of Claude, you want this. Claude 3 Opus, Claude 3.5 Sonnet, the most recent release and most powerful, in my opinion, by far. Claude 3 Haiku, Claude Instant, Gemini, and then also Gemini Pro 1.5. All of these are available to you with just a drop down. Click down, click it, boom, it's there. And you can have the same conversation. Think about having a phone conversation and all of these people are on the phone with you at the same time that you're talking. At any point in time, you can ask that person a question because they are up to date on that conversation. That's what's happening when you are in IntelliChat and you're asking it or building a conversation. You don't have to go to different screens, different platforms, ignite that entire conversation that maybe you already have started in a different platform. It's the reason why most people never use other platforms. Those days are gone. You have the power in your hand with a single click down to bring all of that into one conversation. Now, once you've got this, you also can see that there's a couple of things that we've also brought in, and that is that we brought free chat. Our free is vast and it's unlimited. It's GPT-3.5. It's Claude 3 Haiku, an unbelievable product, by the way. It's super fast. Claude Instant, that truly is almost instant in how it responds, and Gemini Pro. All of those are unlimited use and free for you to use inside of the application. Now, when I talk about free, if this is new to you, we actually have a subscription-based model that is based upon words and credits. Credits allow you to do things outside of anything that deals with words. If it deals with words, then we take words from the word bank that you get as part of your subscription. But we are giving you 4 different chat platforms that don't take words away from your word bank. You can use them as much as you wish. Then you bring in the premium, and the premium ones are just absolutely crazy when you get in there. I'll start with these 2. Command and command minus R allow us to bring anchoring. Anchoring is our way of bringing RAG. If you don't know what that is, it's a way of bringing a different way of trusted content to the way that you go out and use AI. So you can bring in stuff that you absolutely know is true, or maybe the bias with you is not there, because this is how you make sure that whatever it is that you're querying across, you're making your social media, you're doing your blogs, or whatever content it is that you're looking at. Maybe you're doing research. Maybe you're really digging down deep to do a lot of research and get those real facts without bias, with a trusted source. Well, you can do that now by anchoring, by connecting a specific URL where it only pulls from that, or you can upload a text or PDF document and use that information to answer all of the queries and the questions that you want to do. It doesn't stop there. We've also now brought vision. And we don't just bring vision to one, we brought vision to 5 different platforms. If you don't know what vision is, it's super powerful. Bring in an image, up to 20 images at a time, and have a query against the images. Whether it would be throwing up a picture of a food that you just love that's like maybe plated perfect, it's like perfect from a restaurant or a magazine. It's like, this is the perfect thing, I want to make this. Just take the image, push it up into one of the 5 different vision-enabled platforms, and ask it a question. Tell me, how do I make this? What is it? And give me the recipe, and then also give me all the nutritional values that go with this dish. And it's going to do that based on the image that you uploaded. But I can take it even further into a business world where you can upload financials, and you can let them read the P&L balance sheet, let them read the graph, let them read all the charts, and then start to ask questions about that because it understands what it's reading from the images. It's a game changer when it comes to really being able to get in and get good information from a place that you want that stuff from. And of course, then once all that's in our conversation, because it's all in one big place and everybody knows everything, once that information is in the conversation, now you can feed and question it to any of the different platforms because it knows what it is that's being read. So if you're trying to do things on a budget, a great way to do that is to use Haiku. Haiku is free. Now for vision, every time you upload an image, it's 100 words off of your word bank to use the vision. But like in Haiku, it's vision enabled. And you can bring it in. It's going to charge you for the 100 words for the image, but everything after that doesn't cost you. And you can do some really good stuff with Haiku. It's really, truly amazing. All right, so let's go now into our virtual studio. I've talked about what we're able to do at this. Now, my background comes from the advertising world, from the video production side. I had a video production company in 1995, turned it to an ad agency. And I love the media stuff. I was like, one of the most powerful things you can do is show somebody something instead of telling them about it. And our creative toolbox is complete with everything that you can possibly find and possibly want to do. You don't have to go out and use Mid-Journey here, Leonardo AI there, and then, oh, by the way, I have to learn how to do all this. I have to understand everything. And then I have to go and find a way to do a voiceover and then go and create music. And then I want to find video because now video is the place that we're going to see the biggest acceleration in AI this year. It's all here. The image lab, the voice lab, the video lab, and RUBI music, all in the toolbox for you to create unbelievable visuals and content. Stunning visuals in just a single click. And when you looked at Mid-Journey, where these things are incredible, we've added more models to help you get really good stuff. Whether you want that crazy neon cyberpunk look, you got it and you don't know how to go through the process of doing all the prompts. You want to take a different look at the way that an image looks at something. You can do that from a look at photography. You can do your coloring books. You can do cartoon illustrations and designs. And if you really want that great photorealism or ads or for doing something in your social media, you have the realistic portrait that is so good in Mid-Journey. And we didn't stop at Mid-Journey. As you all know, Mid-Journey's been inside of our platform. But now we have added in the other big pieces. DALL-E 3, already here. You want quick images? DALL-E 3 is great. But there is some other great stuff that comes from Leonardo AI, and they have a lot of models that are already there to help you go and create stuff that you had never thought of, but they've had people go in and create these models to help get you the images that you're looking for. And we didn't stop there because we also brought in Stable Diffusion XL. It's all there. And I can tell you that Stable Diffusion 3 is coming in right behind that. That gets us even more, bigger, and better imaging and processing. But what they have is unbelievable. And it's fast. It's like super fast. Mid-Journey takes time because it's doing incredible stuff. But when you get to the stuff that you need quick, you've got the abilities to go to Stable Diffusion and Leonardo AI and definitely DALL-E 3. Super, super fast inside of RUBI version 2. Now, we didn't stop with that either because we know that if you're going to do great content, you've got to have the ability to do great audio work. And that's where our voice library comes in of over 1,000 different voices that are out there that have been created for you to use. But we also have speech to text, text to speech, and speech to speech. And you can go in and take anything that you've written and have it create in any kind of voice that you want in mere seconds. And with speech to speech, you can get it just the way that you want it. You want those pauses in the read? Well, that's how you get it. You do it with speech to speech. And it's easy. You don't have to have any experience. You play around with it in 2 minutes and you've got incredible products coming your way. And then we brought you video. So right now we have Dream Machine by Luma, arguably the best. Sora will be out soon. When they release the APIs, we'll bring it to you. And we also have Stable Diffusion Motion coming within a few weeks. Guys, this is so fun to go in and create some stuff. And I will just tell you that as you start to go in and create great images, you will be able to go and create unbelievable videos and create great content from a lot of different places. But you have it all right here in your hands, and you never break the creative workflow. And you hear that from me a lot, because the creative workflow, honestly, is the most important thing, is to make sure that you're not having to go from here to there and then leave this application and then go and figure out how I'm going to take this back into a different program so I can put it there. It's all tied together. And then you get to one of my favorites, which is RUBI music. And one of the things that's special about RUBI music is that we have two different ways of creating it. We have our instrumental that's built in. It's a fairly trained, certified product, which means that this is not a product that was trained on anybody else's copyrighted material. They're not going out and getting, artists that already have published work and using that to train the AI. Our instrumental is actually trained off of music theory and paid artists to come in and to do the loops that we're using to create that. And because of that, we have the ability to do incredible things with RUBI music, where you can take artists that would spend tens of thousands of dollars with engineers going into the really big studios. They can now go into RUBI music and create the beds in their music, get the beats, get everything that they want the way they need it, and export it out in stems. What are stems? Well, it takes all of the information that you would need in a big studio house to blend it all together, break it all down, put in your bridges, put in your vocals, do whatever it is that you want to do to make it yours. And then that music can be used anywhere without infringement worries, and you save tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm proud to say that this is one of the places that we can really get in and bring in the culture of RUBI, is because we can bring as many of these artists on our back and bring them forward into our communities all around the world. It's one of the passions that I had when we saw RUBI music. Is like, there are so many artists that are so talented, but breaking through, that's brutal. It's so hard. You can be the best ever and never be found. And I just wanted to say, you know what? We're already going to bring this out there. This is something you're already going to do. And through collaborative efforts, we can make it where we can both win. And that is what we're starting to do with RUBI music. Now, when we first started talking about RUBI music in March and about how we were going to take this thing to market, we were super excited because we wanted to launch our first RUBI music album the day that we launched version 2. But we ran into some issues with the licensing and getting it, implemented and getting the rights to do it. And we didn't want to rush it because we could have gone somewhere else, but we would have been really sad later. And we waited and we worked it out and we negotiated to where we could win and you could win. And that's what we've done with RUBI music. And we're going to make our first drop on August the 15th. So August the 15th, we'll have it. And now we have time to give the artists that have been selected in our first album time to go and make their music and to bring it to market. And one of the things that's been really exciting to watch is that we actually have our first person in, Adam Garza, out of Salt Lake City. He's a friend of Dan's, and I got to know him, and he's an incredible artist. Go to his TikTok, support him, and he just loves what we're doing. He's a very creative type. But I do want to play for you right now. I hope that it's going to play okay. I want to play the very first song that will be, played here from an artist that is going to be using RUBI music. So with that, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit this button and hopefully this works for you. Here we go. So you get the idea. We're going to be able to put so much into the artist's hands that they can really go out and create some incredible stuff. Now, I see some comments in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and address some of these so that you understand that what we're doing here is going through all the features that are going to be inside of this application. And if it's too long for you, I can suggest that you can go to tryruby.ai and you can get that information, or get with a person who sent you here and they can give you a link to go get that information. But I will tell you this, that I know there was one question that was a great question. Hey, people are checking for AI. Of course they are. In today's age, people are looking at it. Google's looking at it. And that's why we have SPY, which is our surveillance and plagiarism identifier built in, so that you can see if there's going to be an AI detection software finding whatever you're creating. But that's also why we have Ghost, which lets you go in and humanize the content, breaking the algorithms that are used so that you can go and use AI because it's necessary to stay in charge and be a part of the competitive workplace. Right now, you've got to have AI in your life. But at the same point in time that you can humanize that and push it underneath the radar, because most of the time, AI by itself is never good enough anyway. It's about you and AI that makes great content, that makes you go above and beyond, but you want to make sure that it goes underneath the AI protection, and that's why Ghost is available. Now, the last piece that I will say that we're going to get into here, is what I believe is the game changer, and that is Personify. We have 4 applications that are patent pending. File form, this is one of them. Because this is the game changer when you go out and create content, even if you're writing it for, I'll use a realtor for a good example. So if I'm a realtor, I want my house to have a persona because that's who's going to buy my house. It's the people who want that type of house. And so there's so many different ways to go in and create targeted audience with this, and you don't have to have any marketing experience at all. We'll go through and we'll create a full values persona. Something that we used to charge in the ad agency, thousands of dollars for. Because without this, you're talking or creating content on a hope that you're going to have good content created, and a hope that you're going to be talking to them in a way that they can hear it and they want to engage it and convert. You can take a lot of the guessing out of it. When you go into AI, you're going to do it a couple of different ways. There's 3 ways to go and create a persona here. And that's easy. You can put in text. You can use a URL. Like if you love the way that your competitor is doing it, then don't recreate the wheel. If it's successful, you can put in the URL and create a persona so that you're now speaking to the same people that he's speaking to in the same way that he's speaking to them, and it's working. And you can also do that from the social media platform by putting in a simple handle of the influencer that is hitting your target audience. If they're nailing your audience right now, it's just the best way that you can go and do that. Okay, so we also have a great way to bring this out. We're bringing 2 new pieces to the world of personas that has yet to come out into the space, and that is persona crossover and also blended personas. And here's a good example. If you are a person that might have a product or a service that is wanted, let's say by 6 different target audiences that really are different. Maybe you're taking to somebody that's 18 to 24, but in the same product is purchased by someone 54. You're going to have them talking different. But you might have 6 of those. And you don't have time to create all the content, not because, Ruby's going to help you do it, but you still have all the distribution and all the monitoring and all the KPIs you have to monitor. So maybe on this campaign, you don't want to do that. And you only want to do 2. You can actually go into Personify, take the personas that you have and compare them together and ask it to analyze it. And it literally will give you the places that they're different, where there's commonalities or where they cross over. And then it will give you the marketing strategy to create the content that is going to be the most effective to reach them both at the same time. And then if you're going to use that and you like it, you can actually hit blended persona and make another persona with blending those two together. At any time you can go and break them back and forth. All of this is just built in to what you're doing every single day with Ruby version 2. And now it's just about your time to go get it started. So if you're not there yet, I want to play one video that's 2 minutes long. It's going to give you a very good idea of what we're going to be able to do for you. I will also tell you that on July 28th, we're coming out with another set. Our editors, our document and video editor will be built in. You'll be able to create unbelievable content with one-click posting that directly goes from the canvases straight out to wherever you want to distribute it. And they're all built within projects so that projects can be reopened and all the content connected together. So today we're going to be releasing the beta version. It's live right now, and you can go and get your hands on it. If you are looking for a way as a distributor to start to share this, I'm glad to tell you that RUBI.ai is a customer-focused, customer-only website that you can use to go out and share this. You're going to do that by using your username as a subdomain. So in my case right now, it would be, abc.tryruby.ai. That will take them there. And when they purchase it, will take them right into the purchase process where you will be getting credit for that. MyFlex.ai is a brand new site as well. Tomorrow, we will be working on getting that transferred over. It became a little bit more hectic and complicated because our back office is also tied to that exact same address. And we didn't want to do anything that would jeopardize you and having your excitement and momentum slow you down. So we will handle that tomorrow under a more calm situation. But MyFlex.ai will be a brand new site for you as well. And it will be the same way of sharing that. So if someone is looking at this as a business, you're going to share it as abc.myflex.ai. That will be your replicator website for people to join and be part of your organization. We have a couple of things I do want to reach on the business rules, because we have a couple of things changing over the next few weeks. Number one, our pricing. All of our pricing is going to the retail pricing. 20, 30, 55, and 100. Those are the 4 different packages that we will now have available for you to go and purchase. Each one comes with all of the services that you're seeing right now. Everything we've talked about, every service goes in every single subscription. And the only difference that is between the 20 and the 100 is how many words and credits you are going to have and how many words and credits you are going to need. Also understand that our subscriptions are not a use it or lose it. They actually carry over up to 2 million words and up to 1,000 credits. Month after month, they'll carry over so that you don't lose what you paid for. Now, why am I talking about business rules? Well, this is because this is about building a business. So if you're interested in building a business, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be able to share the product. People can come in and buy that product, and they can do it as a customer, or they can be a brand influencer. It's however they want to do it. They want to help people gather customers. They can make money as well, and they'll make money off of their customers. You know how it works. But the way that this works now is I'm giving people a way to earn the wholesale pricing. So when you come in and you pay that retail price, you're still going to have a choice, by the way. When you sign up here, just to be very clear, you're still going to have a choice. Do you want to be a customer and just be a customer? That's great. Or you might want to be a distributor, or you think you want to be a distributor today. And so you do that. You're all going to pay the same price. But the difference will be that the distributor has a way to start making money. If they come in and they become what we call binary qualified, it means that you brought in 2 people. You've shared this and you brought in 2 people to help go gather customers. And you get one on the left and one on your right team. We're going to then give you the wholesale discount. And that's going to be taking $5 off of each of them every single month. And you'll have that for life. It doesn't change. If the 2 people you brought in don't get going, it doesn't affect you. You're still saving that money every single month by being on the wholesale pricing. Now we also have one more rule. That's our purging rule. And it's a rule that we're excited about bringing in here because we understand that people who come in, maybe today they think they might learn to be a distributor, but maybe a month down the road, life just changes and it's not a highlight for them. That's okay. And they still love the product, that's great. But if they're not going to be building, then they're best being suited to be a customer. And so what we'll do after 60 days, if they haven't come in and gotten binary qualified or sponsored 2 customers, we're going to take them and put them back to the customer instead of counting them as a brand influencer. This is the way to make sure that your business, number one, stays whole. Number 2, that we're not spamming people that don't want to hear about the business so that they end up finally just turning us off and we can never communicate again with them. But that's not good for any of us. And so we put this business rule in place to take care of your business and to make sure that people find their right place. So let's talk about packaging. So here's what's new. We have unlimited chat in every one of the subscriptions. I already told you before that you have unlimited chat for. 10,000 words on the basic. We really call it a starter package, but that's clearly what it is. You get in, you get 10,000 words. You have 20 credits. You can make 20 different videos and whatever with the credits. You get one workspace, one collaborator. You get unlimited personas, so you can make as many personas as you need for you to be effective. And then we're talking about storage because obviously we're making a lot of content that you can keep inside of RUBI. Now, the Pro version is a big difference for $10, right? You're getting 100,000 words, you get the 50 credits. You also get 3 workspaces and 3 collaborators. And one of the things we didn't talk about was the workspaces, because workspaces allow you to separate the content you're creating and to let it be segregated in different companies, different products, whatever it is that you want to segregate out so that your content is easy to manage and organize. Now, it also allows you to bring collaborators in. And you might want a collaborator to only work on one specific thing in one specific workspace. And our new collaborator permissions is coming on the 28th, and it's going to give you even more control of what the collaborator does. Today they came in, they can have access to anything that happened in your workspace, which is okay for most of them. But maybe you don't want them to do the video or the imagery. They just want to have IntelliChat. You'll be able to control that inside of your collaborator center. To go to our 2 premium packages, now there are 3 or 4 things that are currently inside RUBI version 2 that does require you to be a premium or premium plus member to get. Again, every service is in every subscription. But there are a couple of features inside, like persona crossover and blended personas, that you need to be a premium or premium plus member to have access to that. We also have that with the RUBI Music Stems. If you're wanting to do this and bring this stuff to a professional studio, you're going to want to bring that in STEM. You need to be a premium or premium plus member to get that. And it's because it costs us more to do that, and it's actually people that would be using a lot more anyway. Now, at premium, you have 5 workspaces and 5 collaborators. And at premium plus, you're getting 300 credits, 500,000 words, 10 workspaces, and 10 collaborators. This gives you a lot more capability to bring in companies. So I know that this is what we've experienced talking through this and going to people that we know, obviously people I know in the ad agency world. This is a no-brainer for them. For $100 a month, they get to bring in 10 people to help build content. They can bring in 10 different clients to give them an access to collaboration in their own workspace. They can have unlimited personas. The personify feature alone would save businesses like that hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars every month. This is why we're super excited about what we have our hands on. So I'm going to play this little video and we'll wrap it up. And this is give you a good super overview of where we're going and what we have available right now. Welcome to RUBI AI, your all-in-one AI content creation platform. Let's get you started in just a few minutes. First, Meet IntelliChat, your gateway to 9 of the top AI chatbots all in one place. And don't worry if you don't know how to make a prompt. Use some of our 150 plus modules to get incredible content and insights. Simply answer the questions, check boxes and radio buttons, and you are on your way. Need ideas? This is a great place to start. Next, there's Personify, for creating detailed personas and target audiences. This assures your time creating content is worthwhile, creating engagement and conversion. Worried about originality? Respond to text plagiarism and AI-generated content. Now, you may also wish for your content to avoid AI detection, and that is where it goes to humanize your content, hiding it from those AI detection software. Our virtual studio is where we make stunning visuals and audio on the models. The visuals are image and video labs combine the best AI image engines in the world, giving you limitless creativity. Is your image almost there, but not quite? Don't worry. Our AI-powered image enhancement tools are here to save the day. Our voice app brings text to speech, speech to text, and over 1,000 pre-built voices to choose from, and even voice cloning capabilities. In RUBI Music, it creates original royalty-free tunes with or without vocals in mere seconds. And the best part? Everything's integrated into RUBI Canvas Plus, your central workspace. To start, simply click the Create button or choose your favorite feature type from the left-hand menu of the document. Then select an existing project or create a new one, and let RUBI AI guide you through each step. With RUBI AI, you're not just using AI, you're mastering it. Your journey to unreal content creation starts right now. So this is RUBI. We are super excited about bringing out this version. We can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it. And when we started this project a year and a half ago, one of the things that we were super excited about was just what could you do with this credible product? Like, we know what we do with it, we know what it can do for us, but what is it that you'll do with this in your life? And so that's what we're excited about seeing. But if you have more questions, go to the person who sent you here. They're going to be able to send you their username, tryrubi.ai. They'll be able to get there. They'll give you a ton of information. There's a great video on the virtual studio. You'll be able to talk all about what the capabilities are for your voice. The thing that you're interested in is where you're going to actually gravitate to. And then with just a simple click of the button, you'll be able to go right in and take a purchase of that product. If you're looking to do a business, they'll send you a link to our myflex.ai site, and they'll be able to walk you through that process as well. So I hope everyone has had this isn't a lot of work to hear. We are so proud of it. I believe this is a fact that, over the next 6 months to 9 months, we can put 1 million people on this product. And that's a great opportunity for a business for you guys. The question is now just how many of these millions can come into your business? And we're here to support it. We have a ton of marketing stuff heading your way, the new videos and all that stuff to help share it. So get enrolled today, get started, and don't forget that you actually have a little bit more time to go and get that 10 to win. So go get 10 people enrolled and win an annual. You have to have it done by 11:59 tonight. So please go and do that. Corey, I haven't been looking at the chat now because I've been talking, but anything that's in there, because I would like to do a couple of promos and a couple of giveaways, but I want to know if there's people excited inside the chat. No, I have been super busy in the chat. Lots of great questions. I think you covered pretty much everything, and if you didn't cover it, I think I answered it. If anybody has any questions that the person who invited you can't answer, you can message me directly on the MyFlex Facebook page. Those messages come right to me now. We have a great support group there too. So if you're getting in, I encourage you to go to the Facebook group, the Flex Connection, and be a part of that, because that's where we are able to go and help you. If you have a question, we have great moderators in there that are just absolutely able to help you get what you're looking for. If you don't know how to make that image, or you need help with a prompt, or you don't know why something's maybe not working the way you thought, that's where you could go, and that will be where you get your answer so quick instead of having to wait and do an email and all that stuff. We have a great support community around that. And guys, just understand one more big vision piece for who we are at Flex and RUBI. And that is we're all about creating an environment that helps people get understanding to what is going on here with RUBI. We want you to be great and master AI. We don't want you just to be out there trying to figure it out. This is the reason why we chose to come this marketplace to take it to market, was because we could do that. We could spend the time and people would train people to be able to really do incredible things. And there's just so many, hundreds of millions of people who are between the ages of 25 and 65 plus are in a workforce right now that absolutely must learn how to implement AI, or they will be passed up. People who are learning AI will totally pass them up, because if there's somebody out there who masters AI and they're competing against somebody who's not, the person who is using AI will win every time. It's just the way that it's going to be. It's just that much more power that's put into it. It's an unfair advantage if you're not using it. So we hope that this is going to be something that you'll be able to use. Go play with it, have fun with it. We look to be moving out of our beta phase, by the end of the month. So we are in the beta, but go play with it. Get your subscription today. Enjoy it. Get in the Flex connection. And we're here to help you guys do whatever it is that you need to do moving forward. But have a great day.